Hello, everyone, and thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel, Dale Chanel's 40th World, where we do recaps and reviews on the Braxton family values. Today, we're going to be talking about season 5, episode 19, Bird on the Brain. Not too much to really talk about, but we're going to get right on into it. We have Tony has all the ladies out to LA to talk about the big blowout that they had here in Atlanta. Okay, it was like a battle between sisters, battle royale, cat fight between Tamar, Trina, and Tracy. We go to Tamar starts crying about losing it again. The baby twice. I don't like Tamar, gray hair, kind of look like a little witch up there. The silver and gray works with the outfit, but not the hair on her. Makes her look too old and just, I don't know, too agitated, I guess. Then we have Tamar accepts finally Trina's apology for calling her out about not being a good mom. Then Tamar apologized to Tracy, but Tracy really doesn't say anything about Tamar about the apology. It just seemed very awkward. I'm like, this is the time to, get all your woes and blows out on Tamar about talking about social media and trying to say something about auto tunes in your voice. Perfect time, Tracy, perfect time. But of course, she doesn't say anything. Then we have Tracy starts crying. Trina starts crying to her sisters about not knowing them anymore. I'm like, I don't know where Trina going with that. I'm like, she see them all the time on the show when they're taping. So you're trying to say after the show taping, y'all just go y'all separate ways. Wow, that shows how much family unity y'all have. So that's kind of boring scene. She's just being over the top, too dramatic, too emotional. Because she feels like she's all alone. Like, really? But then you don't want to be with them when they're trying to tell you stuff. It's point blank that a meeting that you had on your house for food tasting was such a debacle. Then we have Tracy starts to give all her sisters compliments of what she takes from them, and then it's received very well. So the girls have mended their broken relationship from that time they met here in Atlanta and had that big blowout. Then we have Trina is meeting with Chef Nishi Arlington. She's supposed to be some type of top chef, and Trina admires her talents and her creativity when it comes to the culinary world. So her sisters and everybody else and the viewers told her pretty much to sell to the city people instead of going into the suburbs, open up a pop-up shop. But she was not hearing that, so she wanted to get it from a very nice profession that's been in the business for some type of for a while, and it has also opened up previous pop-up shops. And of course, her sisters and the viewers, such as myself, were right. You need to focus on city life, where a lot of people's in the city. They're being very recreational. They're spending money. They want to try new things. In the suburbs, they just sitting to relax, and they don't want to hear anything about going out into the traffic and this, that, and the third. They just want to relax. So she feels a little different now. She feels like her sisters were right, but she's not going to tell them about it. Then we have Tamar is cooking for her mom, Evelyn, and her mom is just being very thankful that she's spending some time with her daughter alone, especially her youngest daughter. But then, nope, that's not the surprise. Tamar has called her father here to LA to pretty much tell them about her miscarriage. So she said, no, I got a special guest that's coming to dinner as well. And of course, Mama Eva don't like special guests. She like me, I gotta know who coming because I might have to, leave from the table. I might not like them because who you like, I may not like. You know what I'm saying? So she hear a doorbell ring. She goes to her door. She brings back the special guest. The special guest happens to be Evelyn's ex-husband. It look like Ellen want to go stage left or stage right. She want to get the hell out of that whole thing with putting them in the same room together because she has wounds that haven't healed yet, and they probably will never heal until he's 6 feet under. You know what I'm saying? Because he's caused her so much embarrassment for her community life in Baltimore and all of that, knowing she was her husband had a side chick and she knew nothing of it, especially for 9 years of their marriage. Ooh, he kept this woman a secret. I'm like, in the house of the Lord, having all of that blasphemy going on. Then we have Tracy calls her dad about the fussing going on the girls and all that. He tells Tamar Tracy reached out to him and told him what was going on. So he has some foreknowledge about it. Then Tamar tells her parents what happened at the menu tasting at Trina's house from her perspective. Then she goes on and break in and tell them that, she was taking part of this IVF treatment that didn't work, meaning she lost a little girl. Then Evelyn is pissed off that Tamar didn't tell her. She feel like she has a very big disconnect with Tamar since I guess she moved back to Atlanta. And she's very upset about the situation. And Evelyn's worried about Tamar's age and her quest for having another child. She makes that very clear. Honey, you ain't no spring chicken no more. That might have been a sign for you not to have any more children because you waited so late in life. At least you have baby Logan. But, Tamar didn't really, really, really receive that cool. She didn't receive it very well because she felt her mom was trying to shade her this, that, and third. And Tamar was making reference that she's still in her 20s. So her mama said, give it up, honey. Give it up in your mind, but not in your body, okay? Then Vince finds Tamar somewhere in their house, relaxing and stuff. And he comes to tell her, I can't say Vince looked real good in this particular episode with his weight. He's wearing appropriate clothes. And it kind of shows off his basically his new body that he has. And, that's very, 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 very important for his weight loss and I guess his health. Then Tamar goes in to tell him, I'm sorry, not Tamar. Vince goes on to tell her that she has a great opportunity with appearing on the TD Jakes show. And, Tamar's like feeling some kind of way about it since the last one that they had. He was on their show, the whole family was, and it didn't go so well because he was like making digs at everybody. But the digs that he was making, it was actually something that needed to have been said and discussed. So she just said, okay, I'll go, but I won't go without my sisters, my family, my mother. So he said, okay, we can make that work. So of course they make it work. It happens. And then the next thing is she has to tell her sisters what she did for them or for, their family. Participating on the TD Jakes show. So she don't know how she's gonna get that going, but she knows she has to get it going. So then Tony has a very special day with her dad. She's requested him to come spend, the whole day with her at her LA home. And, it's a nice view that she gives us when they're taping of her outside patio of the mountains or carvings of some mountains or, just nature outside. She has a very good view spot at her new digs. Then we have Tony bring up Birdman and, she said, oh, you never met him. You never been around. So only, her mother and her sisters know Birdman, which his name is Brian or something. I don't keep up with Birdman like that. I just know he's the one that's gay. He's bisexual. So I don't know where Tony's coming with this whole deal of trying to play him off as her boyfriend. Because she ain't no more been with that man and the man in the moon. Because he like men. I believe he's totally dickly, meaning he like men, period. And it's just a facade that they're giving us that they're trying to be a couple. Man, come on, ain't nobody buying this shit. But anyway, she goes on and says she's gonna have a family dinner and she's gonna invite Birdman so her father can finally meet him. She wants him to be a gentleman and not, tear all into him about this, that, and the third. Okay. And he promised her that he won't do it. So we move on from that situation. We go to Trace. Trace is meeting with Tamar in LA for drinks. Tamar wants to clear the air to put it all on the table, what's really going on between her and her. So we go to commercial, come back. Then we go to where the girls are talking about, meaning Tamar and Trina, about the fight that they had at Trina's house on the outside. And Tracy tells Tamar about the album. And Tracy's not wanting to spill the tea about her feelings or what's going on with that. However, Tamar apologizes to Tracy constantly in this scene. And Tracy finally accepts and acknowledges Tamar's perspective as well as apology. Then Tamar talks to Tracy about getting their parents on one accord with one another. And, that's I don't know. I just don't know. It's like when hell freezes over. Because Evelyn is just like, nah, she ain't forgiving that situation at all. So then we go to Evelyn and Michael. They're having dinner together to talk about the children. Michael asks Evelyn about the baby. Tamar lost and her not having any knowledge of it. And, like I said, they kind of pissed off about it, but Evelyn says that's their family. They have to do what's best for them. Then Michael thinks something's wrong with Vince and Tamar's marriage. He insinuates. But, they don't spend a lot of time on that, but it does drop a little hint for the viewers. Okay, we got a commercial, come back. We got Tamar and Tony. When was the last time she went to, Tamar's over at Tony's house and she's dressed like she's going to the club or just going out somewhere casual. And, she said, no, I'm going to church. And then Tamar on the slide asked Tony, when was the last time you went to church? And then Tony said, 19, yeah, whatever. Okay, since you probably signed your business music contract, that's the last time you went to church, honey. But anyway, it is what it is. But Tony's criticizing her for going to church looking like she need to be somewhere else. But Tamar said, honey, it's like you come into the house of the Lord, you come as you are. And this is how I'm coming. I'm wearing these little blue jeans, this little shirt, and we're going to go like we can go, okay? But anyway, uh, they go to talk about Birdman because, Tamar wants to be shady. She wants to know a little hint there, hint there, what's going on between y'all, this, that, and the third. And, she's like, okay, whatever. So Tony says she's going to have a dinner, invite everybody out, and meet, Birdman on a one-on-one basis. I'm like, hey, we had that when you had your last show or something to that effect. And Birdman came, and it was the same debacleness. We don't believe it. It's all hype for publicity for probably both of you all. But we know Birdman gets down with men, so that you can't even try to even erase that thought. So I wish Tony stop it. Okay, but anyway, Tony has made reservations at Mr. Chow restaurant, and everybody's, eating and this, that, and the third. And then Birdman show up for a good 5 minutes. And then he pretty much leaves. I'm glad he is leaving because if he have a bodyguard that is there to hand him towels to wipe his face when he's taping or whatnot, he ought to be kicked up the crack of his ass. Anyway, moving on. We have commercial. When Birdman does show up, he is wearing an unbuttoned shirt like he's meeting for good. Okay, he's meeting um women, or he's walking into a room full of women. I mean, it's quite awkward. And Tracy was pretty much telling him, man, you in a, this is not a setting where you hold your shirt open for everybody to see. Button that shit up. You disrespecting my parents. Pretty much that's what she was saying. But he didn't give a shit. But anyway, like I said, that's a 5 minutes of phone. It ain't no joke. Okay? It's a total joke for me. But then we go to Tamar. She asked the family to go back to the TDJ show with her. The ladies are feeling some kind of way. They're not really sure. The one says, do we have to sing? I'm like, okay, that was a scripted scene. Of course you're going to have to sing because you're going on a show with a man who says he's a man of God. I totally disagree. But if y'all caught my other video, y'all see what I'm talking about. But it is what it is. He just really pimped them out on the show and he wanted to bring them in for ratings. That's pretty much it. But, Tawanda, Trina, and Tony were very voiceful about they don't really know. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I said Tawanda, Trina, and Tony, and Tamar. But Tamar had some reservations, but she got over it. But the other three, they were really concerned about, I guess, their image, which I'm like, last I saw, y'all didn't really have one other than being on this show. That's keeping the relevancy out there for you all. But it is however you see it. But anyway, y'all, that was my take on the Braxton's Family Values, Bird on the Brain, Season 5, Episode 19. Take care, and I'm glad to be back with you all, indulging with you all on these different reality shows and stuff. So hit me down in the comments if you want to. You want to have a lot of dialogue. Other than that, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And please share and like my videos. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.